he pushed her out of the house and then locked. When they were about to approach the house, this guy said, jump out of the car. Whippy! And your friends have bad manners, this is why I don't like you being friends with them. She was going in, give him a kiss or something, and was like, sway, be going. Like, where did you think this was going to stop? You know, like, when we found that out, we're like, what? I am dropping off my friends. You, as my girlfriend, sit transport for yourself. Whippy! She was supposed to clean, she didn't clean, pissed him off, and then he chased her out. I wants to be with someone like you, and here I am. Like, you should be very grateful. Hi, my name is Tata for those who don't know, and for those who do know, welcome back to my channel. Hi my loves, welcome back to another video of mine. Oh my gosh, I've been gone for so long. It feels weird sitting in front of a camera, like it feels so weird, but yeah, I'm back and I'm better than before. And yeah, let's get straight into it. As you saw from the title of this video, I will be doing a story time on my friend's crazy boyfriend, his current ex now. But yeah, this story time, my friend has been telling me, please tell the story time, please tell the story time. But I've just been like, you know, and today is finally the day I tell the story. And yeah, so before I get into the story time, I just had to say I'll be doing my makeup, as you guys saw from the title. So I have my little makeup bag here, and I have grape juice here so I can be, you know. Disclaimer number one, whoever is involved in the story time, please don't ever come in my DM saying, you are very wrong, that's not hard, blah, blah, blah. No, this is my perspective, this is my point of view, this is my story. So you are allowed your own opinion. This is my opinion, this is how things went down from my perspective. So yeah, thank you. Number two, if you know who the story time is about, please don't comment their name or trying to be funny. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Let's get straight into the makeup. Yeah, before we get into the story, let's give these people names. So my bestie, my friend, she's not my bestie, but yeah, friend, I'm gonna call her Miriam. There is a story of why I'm calling her Mary. In fact, I'm gonna call her Mary. So main girl in the story, I'm gonna call her Mary. Mary's boyfriend, let's call him Satan. Let's call him Daniel, right? These are very white people names. I know. So Mary and Daniel, they are the couple, right? Cool. And in the story, there's going to be other people that come every now and then, but they're not that significant. Apart from Mary and Daniel, there's three other friends. So I'm gonna call this one Kanye, Mary, best friends. Like they are super glue, they are the best friends, right? So Anna and, let's say, I'm going to give these people random names. So fine, Mary is friends with all of us, so by association we just also become one big friend group, right? Cool. Boom. So Mary starts talking to this guy, right? Mary is very secretive, very down low about the guy. We didn't know Mary was talking to a guy until her bestie Kanye brought it to us, like, oh, Kanye, Mary's in a relationship, like she was the one who was talking a lot about it. So we're like, okay, fine, cool. And then a few days like after Mary had posted the boyfriend, when she posted, I think that picture was like about 5 seconds, and then she deleted it. Like, I kid you not, she posted, next thing this picture is not there. So we're like, fine. We ask her about it. She's like, girl, is that the guy you've been talking to? She's like, yeah, he's just a very private person, he doesn't want to be posted, yada yada yada. So from then, I look crazy. I was very like, what do you mean secretive? Like, it's one thing to not want people in your business, private but not a secret, but to say remove that picture, delete that picture, I don't know, it's, to me it gave, I don't want my other girls to know I have a girlfriend. Like, I'm sorry, that's what it gave to me. So I was like, oh, okay, I respect that. I mean, good for you. 2 weeks passed. So And now they have been dating maybe for a month or two. A few weeks passed after that whole picture incident, and there was a house party. Not really a house party, but like a at-home chill session type of thing. Another friend of mine was like, oh, you know, it's very close to my house, just come. If you don't like it, then just come to my house. I was like, okay, cool. It was on a random Sunday. I was like, fine, I have nothing to do, you know, let me go. Cool. So when we had actually gotten there quite earlier than everybody else. Like when I had got to the place, I had found Kanye, Lesedi and Anna. Everybody else was there except for Mary. So fine, Mary pulls up and she's walking, which was very weird because when we had called Mary, Mary said her mans is she's coming together with her man. She's in the car with her mans. So we're expecting to see Mary pop up and arrive with her man, right? Cool. So Mary comes in the gate. Mary is walking. So we're like, okay, that's that. Maybe something else happened. Fine. So let me just wait for this to dry a bit and then yeah. So fine, Mary gets to the place. She doesn't talk to anybody. She just gets in the gate and then goes in the house. We're standing outside. Cool. And later, a few seconds later, a car arrives and a bunch of girls jump out, and then the girls come. They're like, yeah, you know, they're very bubbly. And I knew one of the girls from among the girls who came out from the car, and she's like, oh yeah, that guy he found us on the way and then he picked us up. Cool, fine, cool. Mary like eventually comes to come talk to us, and she's like, oh yeah, and we're like, babes, like you said you're coming with your boyfriend, like how? She's like, oh yeah, like you know, it's still very new, still very private, so I just walked, and we are like, okay, so is he here? She's like, yeah, he's here though. Okay, where is he? And she's like, they, where? They, the one jumping out of the car, the same car where these girls are jumping out of. I was like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? So in my mind, I'm like, so you mean to tell me this guy picked up other girls and then told you, like, and then left you, or what are you saying? And she's like, no. Guys, this man picked Mary up from home. They drove together. When it was time, when they were in the street, let me say the house is here. When they were about to approach the house, this guy said, jump out of the car. It's too fresh, it's too private. Jump out of the car. So Mary, Maria, Joseph, jumped out of the car, walked to the house. The worst part is, he was still in the car, right? So he's driving. As he's driving to the house, most there are a bunch of girls who are walking in a group who are going to the same house. He's like, oh, you're like going there, I'm also going there, jump in. Mind you, this guy told the girlfriend to jump off, and now he's saying, yeah. When we found that out, we're like, what? She's like, yeah, no, you know, he just wants, guys, this thing is not blending, I blend, yo. She's like, oh, you know, the relationship is still new, it's still private, you know, he doesn't want people in our business, yada yada yada, that's why he said all those things, that's why. So I'm like, that's why he wants you to jump off and then pick up another, like a bunch of girls, like what? And mind you, I was the one who brought it up, so yeah, guys, I look crazy. And when I brought it up, I feel like I put too much concealer. Anyways, when I brought it up, everybody else, like especially Kanye, this is why me and Kanye's friendship eventually ended, because I feel like she made so much excuses for this guy. And Mary is the type of person who is very timid. I would say a bit of her, she's very naive, like she's very kind. She always tries to see the good in people, the good that is not there, the good that you have to use a microscope to look and see it's there. Like that's who Mary is as a person. Like she tries so hard to see the good in people, and I feel like Kanye knew that. And also, I don't know, I felt like since Kanye knows that, she pushed her friend to stay in the relationship with this guy for what, for who knows what. Yeah, so we're like, what do you mean? am I crazy? And I kept saying, like, babes, like, what is wrong with you? Like, what do you mean your man told you to jump out of the car because they want to be seen with you, and then picks up a bunch of girls on the way there? Like, what sense does that make? And she was very much like, basically told me that what she had said was like, you like nagging, or you just like to see the wrong in people, blah 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 blah, you don't even know him, blah 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 blah. Typical girl in love, you know, very defensive about him, basically saying I don't know anything about him, you know, like I should just mind my business, yada yada yada. And everybody else was basically saying that I am overreacting, I'm being too dramatic, you know, it's still a new relationship. From what we knew, the relationship had been going on for a month. And now little did we know they had been together for 4 months. 4 months. That happens, and cool. So at the party again, his friends were there and was basically ignoring her. Like, you would not think these people are together, you would not think, like, if she was standing there, if his friends were there, she's not allowed to go talk to him, she must not look at him, she must not do anything. And the funny thing is, this guy was going to talk, he was talking to so many girls. He would stand there talking to girls, taking pictures and everything, and my friend would be like, I want to go take pictures in his phone, and I'm like, okay, then go. So when she wanted to go ask for his phone, this man looks at my friend like he's holding the phone like this. She's like, what do you want? Like, I kid you not, he looks at her like, what do you want? She's like, oh, I want to take pictures in my phone. And she's like, yeah. And he's like, no. And then that's it. She walked away, and he's on his phone. The other girls come, ask for his phone, and he's like, take your phone. Guys, hey, I was like, what? Babes, that's your guy. She's like, no, you know, it's just still new. And she kept making excuses for him. And also her friend Kanye, her bestie Kanye was like, oh girl, that's how he is, I know him, I've been friends with him for a very long time, we basically grew up together, you know, he's very shy, he's very introverted, he's not the type to just post and show off his girl. He is a grown ass man. And what made it worse is he's not our age, he's very old. Not very old, but like he's old. Like what grown men wouldn't want his friends or anyone else to know that that's my girl, you know? Most men would like not post all of, but at least they would make their friends know that one is my girl, right? When it was time to go home, he basically said, I am dropping off my friends, you as my girlfriend, sit transport for yourself. Mind you, it's getting late. This is like 5-6, and you know, like October time, November, you know, when it's raining, it's rainy season, it gets dark quickly. Even if it's not dark, it's raining. Like, how am I supposed to get home, you know? Like, and he basically was like, go home, like, I'm not taking you back home, like, see yourself home, I'm taking my friends home. That's what he had said. And we're all like, and I don't know what she had really said to him that made him angry, but yeah, they went to the car, and when she came back from there, because he had gone to the car and she had followed him, so I don't know what happened there, but it made him very angry. And when she came back, you could see like she wants to cry, and we're like, girl, this is not your man, like this, no. And she would defend him again, and when I would bring it up, like, hey guys, maybe this guy doesn't really like you, I would be seen as the bad guy. So you know what, I stopped advising. I was like, Tato, mind your business. So fine, a couple of days later, this was like on a Wednesday, on that very fateful Wednesday, it was a friend's birthday. So this friend, after the birthday was celebrated, basically said, we can go to her house until then. But then Umeri had said, no guys, I'm at my boyfriend's place, I'm at Daniel's place, swing by, come pick me up, then we'll go together. Sharp. When we got to Daniel's place, where Mary was near, Kanye was complaining a lot about her shoes. You know, she had tied her her shoelaces, and you know those people who like making designs with their shoelaces, like tying them in a very stylish manner, like very complex stylish manner. She had done that with her shoelaces, so she was complaining that it's very difficult to walk, or like not walk, I mean remove them, you know. So cool. And when we had gotten to the place, I don't want to say how the place is, how Daniel's house is, because I feel like people will know. He doesn't stay there anymore, but yeah. So when we had gotten there, she had unlocked for us, Mary had unlocked for us, and when then we had entered. So then when we enter the place, again, Ukanye tells Mary, she's like, babes, I won't be able to remove my shoes when I enter the house. I think I should just stay outside. And Mary was like, no, it's fine. Just wipe yourself. Just wipe the shoes on the mat and then enter. Fine. Cool. When we enter, the way Daniel's house was designed is if you're standing from the bedroom and then you do this, you can see who's in the living room, you know. So we entered the living room and we literally saw his head like do this and then enter and close the door. So we're like, okay, that's weird. And she was like, oh, he's getting dressed. So like, she would always make excuses for him. So when he had come out of our bedroom, he went to the kitchen. I don't know what he was doing in the kitchen, but he was doing something. Okay, he comes back and he stands right in the living room and is like, your friends are here. And she's like, yeah, my friends are here. And he's like, these days you like going out, you're always going out. Mind you, this people met at Groove. So what, you met me at Groove, now you have a problem with me going out, like. Anyways, he was like, yeah, you like these days you like going out, you're always outside the house. We are all sitting there in the tiny living room. We are like literal crickets. And so, okay, a little backstory. There was a time where the girls had gone out. I don't go out, so yeah, they had gone out. It's some lounge bar, I don't know what, they went out, and there was this other guy, a very old man, who was buying them liquor. But then, Mary refused to drink the liquor that was being bought by this guy, because out of respect from her boyfriend, she was like, no, it's fine. She didn't drink the liquor that was being bought from this man. So when Daniel came to pick them up, Daniel had to pay Mary's bill, right? Cool. Present time now. So now it's present. We are in his living room, mind you. We're sitting in the living room and he's like, yeah, always going out. And she's like, no, I'm not. Like literally, like I'm not. And even if I were, we met at Groove. Like we literally, and she kept saying like, and she kept joking. She was joking. She made a joke. Like, what do you mean? You literally met at Groove. Like, where else do you think I will be going? Like, where did you think this was going to stop? You know, like. And he was basically like, the other time you guys, so this is Daniel now. Daniel is like, the other time you guys went out, yeah, at least your friends of people buying them alcohol. Now I'm the one who has to buy alcohol for you because you have no one buying you alcohol. I have to pay for your bill. Guys, basically what he was insinuating, what he was saying, not even insinuating, he was basically saying that your friends are attractive, there are people buying them alcohol. You are not as attractive as your friends, so no one is buying you alcohol, and I have to be the one to settle your bill. Guys, Daniel Peck, so they're having this conversation in front of us, and we're all like, this is very weird. And she's like, no, that's fine. And then he goes in the bedroom. He comes back and he sees Kanye sitting. Mind you, Kanye still has her shoes on. So he stands there, he's like, shoes in the house, really? And he laughs. And you're like, oh, no. And Kanye's like, oh, no, sorry. No, she explains the story. And he's like, no, it's fine. He goes back in the bedroom, picks up his keys, comes back, and is like, and he literally says, this is why I don't like people coming in my house. because now you're wearing your shoes on my mat. Mary is like, no, babe, it's fine, she'll clean. I'll clean up the house. Mind you, Mary has been the one who has been cleaning for this man. Mary has been cooking, cleaning, doing all of the chores. So I don't know why he was mad, because he's not the one who's gonna clean the house. Again, one thing about Mary, she would make so many excuses for this man. Like, he would basically say that, oh, you shouldn't have stood next to her. She makes you look very ugly. Like, he would say all these things, and she would be like, oh, that's just how he is. He's a very nonchalant, straightforward person. Like, Maria, like, no. He eventually left, and then she went outside. She followed him. He was like, I'm going. From the house where his car was parked, it was very close. He had parked in front of his door, so you could literally hear what they were talking about. So he basically was like, this is why you should just stay home. I don't like your friends have bad manners. This is why I don't like you being friends with them, yada yada yada. You should get new friends. Basically saying all these things to her, and she was like, and then yeah, she was going in to like give him a kiss or something, and he was like, leave me. Like, he was like, he literally said it's way. Like, mind you, we can literally hear what they were saying. She comes back, she was super sad, and yeah, from there I went to our other friend. The one was having the birthday. I went to her house. They went out. I don't know what happened. They cool. When they had come back, they had been posting pictures. So Anna and Lesedi posted a picture of them together, right? Lesedi here, Anna here, and Mary was standing next there. So when Lesedi posted the picture, another friend of Lesedi's screenshotted that picture, right? Screenshotted that picture, and he reposted it. But the thing is, that friend, let's call him Mike, for example, Michael. So Michael is Lesedi's friend. Michael sees the picture and screenshots it to repost on WhatsApp. When he reposted it, he cropped out Mary. Like, mind you, they were like giving a hug. So he cropped, because Michael doesn't know Mary. Michael knows Anna and Lesedi. Michael doesn't know Mary, who is here. So out of respect for Mary, he cut her out and then put a sticker, cool. And he posted that, my friends, I don't know what he captioned it, but he posted that. And Michael has Daniel's number. Daniel is Mary's boyfriend, Daniel. So he sees that, and you know what this guy says? Daniel screenshots that picture, sends it to Mary, and he's like, yeah, you see, this is what I always tell you. I always tell you that your friends think that you are very ugly. I always tell you that your friends think that you are the least attractive in the friend group. That's why they made you stand there. That's why they told their friend to cut you out. See, now you only show your shoulder is the only thing that's there. He wrote a paragraph she literally screenshots it, sends it to Kanye, and she's like, is this what you guys think of me? No wonder you guys are always acting weird. Kanye sends it to Lesedi sends it to Anna sends it to me. I'm like, what the hell? Like, what? And she's like, yeah, no, I feel like you guys don't like me, you guys are very weird. Like, he was very, one thing about Daniel, he would break Mary's confidence. If, for example, I have cornrows, Mary has cornrows, we could have the same hairstyle, same everything, we could be wearing the same bracelet, for goodness sake. He would literally look at my bracelet and be like, it looks better on her than you. And he would say it in a very, like, it didn't matter if we were around or anyone else, he would say it. He would be like, yeah, your friend looks better in that, like, you don't look good in that. Like, she would post and be like, you don't look good. He would reply and be like, you don't look good in that, you look ugly in that. She sees it and she's like, you guys don't like me, yada 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 yada. And there was a group chat where would send pictures, like, if we go out, would send pictures in that group. And she basically, like, crashed out. Like, she crashed out a lot, and only to find out when she had basically saying that she doesn't want to be a part of our friend group anymore. Like, apparently we are evil, we don't like her, we think she's ugly, yada yada yada. That was not her saying that. That was Daniel. Daniel had gotten Mary's phone. He was the one texting that. When Mary had sent that screenshot to us of Daniel's message saying that we think that she's ugly, that was never Mary. sent it to any of us. That was Daniel. Daniel took Mary's phone. Fine, she exits, or Daniel exits the group. Cool. And we're like, no, that's weird. So at this point, Lesedi is fuming. Mind you, Anna is very... Lesedi is fuming. Lesedi is like, no, this girl is crazy. What does she mean? Yada, yada, yada. I would never do that. This is my friend. She's crazy. She adds her back in the group. Mind you, Daniel has the phone. So Daniel takes the group and says, you guys are... He called us the B word. He's like, you guys are bees. Like, don't ever talk to me again. Leave my number. Block me. I hate all of you. And then leaves. So we're like, you know what, Lesedi, it's fine. Don't add her. Leave her alone. Like, that's what she wants. It's cool. Fine, that happens. A few days later, Mary texts Lesedi. She's like, why have I not been seeing your posts? And Mary is like, what do you mean you exited the group? She's like, oh, that was Daniel. You know, she was like, that was Daniel. He just didn't want me to be, you know, in that circle anymore. He just is very overprotective over me, yada yada yada. And we're like, babes, what? Daniel? Fine. Again, Mary, all of those messages and everything, she only knew that Daniel exited the group. She didn't know about the whole calling us B words, you know, all of that. She didn't know about that. She only knew that he had left the group for her. So fine, we tell her, and she's like, what? He did what? I'm going to confront him. I'm going, you know damn well she ain't do nothing. She confronts him about it, right? Guys, I'm not used to earrings. I want to pull this thing off. These are clip-ons, by the way. I want to pull it off. Anyways, yeah. When this was happening, she was at his house. So fine, he comes home and then she confronts him. She's like, no, what you did was very wrong, you know. I find that very weird that you went ahead and did all that, and yada yada. She confronts him about it, and he's like, what? So you have the audacity. So it's like you have the audacity to confront me about your friends. Your friends are evil. Your friends don't like you. Your friends are dumb. Your friends think that you're horrible. Like, he had so many things. He would say things like, oh yeah, you see Tato, the way she talks. She thinks she's so better than you. You see, guys, hey, this is a grown-ass man. She was like, no, you don't understand, those are my friends. And he's like, those people are not your friends, and you cannot come in my house and disrespect me. You are in my house, you cannot disrespect me. If you disrespecting me, leave. Mind you, it's 9 p.m. in the night. Where will she leave to go to? She doesn't want to. Where will she go? Her mom knows she's at her friend's house. She's at her cousin's house. So where will she go? And he's like, leave. I dare you, right? Not even I dare you. Leave my house. And she's now crying, you know. She's hysterical at this point. She's like, no, I will stay. And he's like, you are choosing your friends over me, you know. As an you know that word, an abzer. Like, what do you mean? If you don't know one thing about abzers, those people, they will. One thing about them, they will break your confidence down. They will isolate you. They will make you see everyone as your enemy, and then they will swoop in to be this hero. Mind you, if she sees all of us as enemies, there's only one person to go and cry to, which is him. After he's there, he will control and do everything, and she will be left with no one, because we are all out of the picture, right? So that's one thing about such people. Like, they are very smart in their way. He was like, choose. And she was like, I'm not choosing. You don't want to choose? I'll choose for you. Get out of my house. And she was crying. She's hysterical. She's going through it. She tells Kanye, she's like, Kanye, this is happening. I really need a place to stay. I'm really sorry. He's chasing me out of the house. I don't know where to do. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. Yada yada yada. And this guy, hey, this part is a bit, so trigger warning. Yeah, things happened, and yeah. So after he pushed her out of the house and then locked. So she's out of the house, and after she had pushed her, before he even looked, he's like, you better run outside, because the where he used to stay, it was like a gate, like an electric fence. So he was like, before you leave, before you like when you leave, please run, because when I press the gate, it will close itself if you don't go. So you better run, because when I close the gate. Guys, you know the shame. When my friend was telling me the story, you could hear the shame in her voice. She's like, babes, I ran. Not only did you lay a hand on me, you pushed me. After pushing, you're telling me to run so the gate doesn't close me in. Like, do you know how degrading that is? Like, that is so degrading, basically. And he was like, yeah, run so the gate doesn't close you in. Hey, Maria and the gate closed. She's outside of the gate. She's crying. She's hysterical, and everybody knows about it at this point. Lesedi said back in the group, she's like, friend, let's get you a taxi, like try to go home. She's like, I don't want to go home, I'm too emotional, I just need a place to stay, and I'm like, my mother, my Seventh-day Adventist mother, to tell her that, mommy, I need my friend to come here because she ran from my boyfriend's house. Like, hey, I'll get baptized in the same night. Only thing I can do is pray for you that you get home safe. I can't do nothing. So fine, let's say you couldn't do anything either. Kanye also couldn't do anything. In as much as Kanye's parents are very lit, like are very fine with everything, it was like, it's late, babes, like you can't do that. So Anna, the very quiet one, was like, oh, you can come by my house, it's closer to where the guy stays, fine. So we are like, okay, fine, let's get a cab. And she gets a cab. She sends the location. She's like, no, I'm currently in the cab and I'm going to Anna's house. Fine, Anna is outside waiting. We're all waiting to hear information, right? So we're all waiting there. We are sitting and we are all anxious on our phones, like, is she home? We call Anna. Anna is like, this girl is not nowhere to be seen. Call her, she's not picking up. Text her, she's not picking up. Mind you guys, this is around like 11, like 12 even. It's almost going to 12 at this point. It's late at night. So you're calling her, she's not picking up. Texting, she's not picking up. We're like, where did this girl go? Did the taxi kidnap her? Like, we are thinking about, at this point, guys, we are scared. We are like, yo, maybe the cab kidnapped her. Maybe, she's a girl. What if they SA'd her? What if they did this? We are scared at this point. They're calling her, she's not picking up. They're calling, she's not picking up. Calling Anna. Anna is like, this girl is not anywhere near my house. Anna said she walked from her house to the main road, like where the cabs usually come in. She's like, she doesn't see any cab driving in her street. So she's like, guys, at this point we're scared. We're like, let's call Mary's sister. Mary's sister picks up and we're like, where's your sister? Mary's sister is like, Mary is a Daniel. Daniel, May, surely. Maybe you have an uncle named Daniel. Maybe you have a cousin named Daniel where she went to go seek shelter. Maybe. Mary's sister. Mary is a Daniel. I finished talking to her right now. She's in Daniel's place. What are you talking about? Well, like Mary said, she's leaving Daniel's place. She had left. She's like, maybe she left, but maybe she went back because I spoke to her. Na is her sister, is Mary's sister. I spoke to her 5 minutes ago on WhatsApp video call. This girl is in her man's house. We're like, what? I was disappointed, but I was not surprised. Like, I was not surprised. So that was not even the worst thing this guy has ever done to her. She still stayed with him. So I was like, we call her. She's like, she only picked up around like 2 a.m. but we even went to sleep. Like, at this point we're mad. Lesedi had texted her. She was like, you're a very bad friend. I hope you really get what you deserve from that man. I don't know why you didn't even bother to call us. We're really scared, and she didn't pick up. She didn't say nothing. We're like, girl, we're very disappointed in you. Like, how dare you? Next thing, Mary left the group. She exited the group, blocked all of our numbers. Only thing she did, around 2 a.m. she texted before 2 a.m. Yeah, she had blocked our numbers around 2 a.m. She's like, hey guys, sorry for making you worry, but all is well. He apologized and we spoke things out. Sorry for making you very scared. Please refrain from texting me or asking me about my relationship from now on. Thank you. Mary exited the group. It was November at this point, and we had lost contact, guys. She had unfollowed all of us. She had been very quiet. I remember on her birthday, not many people wished her happy birthday. Like, not many people. Another friend who was still talking, who was not blocked, basically said that for her birthday, he basically was like, I'm not helping you pay for nothing. I'm not helping you. You're gonna help yourself. I'm not doing that. You will cook, you will clean my house before you even go and celebrate your birthday. You need to do the usual routine. So I don't care about your birthday. Like, he literally blamed it. He didn't post her nothing. He went out with his friends and was like, you're not going out, you're not doing anything, stay home. Where do you wanna go? And she was like, I wanna go out. And he was like, you don't have friends, where will you go? With who? You doesn't have friends. And every time something would happen, apparently, this is her cousin telling me, he would always bring up the fact that she didn't have friends. Like, you push your friends away. This is why your friends left. He would always say, this is why your friends left you. This is why your friends left you, because of this and this. This is why you don't have friends anymore. Mind you, he's the reason for her not having friends. But yeah, that happened, and then eventually they ended up breaking up. I feel like, you know, she just woke up and then they had broken up. And yeah, every time something would happen, he would be like, you don't have friends, so who do you want to go out with your birthday? Mind you, he's the whole reason why this girl doesn't have friends, and he has the audacity to say, yeah, you're not going out anyway because you don't have friends. After that whole thing happened, after her birthday had passed, I think the birthday, that was when it really touched it. That was the point where that was like, okay, you know what, no, like, enough is enough. She basically stopped going to his house, and then he would get angry, obviously, because this person who's been cooking and cleaning for me is not coming anymore. What must I do? So he kept calling, texting, come to my house, come clean, yada yada. She was like, I'm not doing that. He got pissed. He didn't even break up, he just went mute. She eventually was like, you know what, I'm done. Like, it's over from me, it's over. He was like, I don't care, you're he called her so many names, basically saying that he did her a favor. Her confidence literally went from here to whooped. Even now, this is herself telling us, it's like, to get back with her confidence was, it's been a very difficult thing, because it's like all of the things he said were true, and which is not true. Like, man, you know, yeah, unfortunately that's just something she has to learn again. You can't really teach confidence and love to someone. There, it has to come from within, you know. So yeah, that was my friend's crazy boyfriend from hell. That was not even the crazy parts, guys. This guy, like, he did so many other things. He would say so many other nasty things, and yeah, he would always remind her how her body looks like, you know. He'd always say, you know, I'm really doing you a favor by being with you. No one wants to be with someone like you, and here I am with you. Like, you should be very grateful. So yeah, that is my friend's crazy boyfriend. Like, that is not even the like teaspoon of what this guy did to my friend. Like, he caused so much damage, and unfortunately she has to unlearn all of those toxic things that he did. So yeah, man, I really hope you guys enjoyed the story time. I really hope it opened your eyes, Heyy. You must be very careful who you call my love. Like, you must be very careful. Just take care of yourself. From me to you. See you guys in my next video. Mwah.